She flew 5,500 miles for love. 3 weeks later, a dog walker found her body on a remote logging road, shot once, in the back of the head. Her fiancé, the man who promised her everything, would soon begin researching time travel. He'd message strangers, "I want to go back. I want to correct a horrible mistake." But what he was really trying to erase was a murder. Anna Repkina was 27 years old. She worked in an office for IKEA in Moscow. She loved cats, rock music, late-night concerts, funny memes she'd send to friends. People who knew her described her as smart, kind, funny, someone who genuinely liked being alive. In 2016, after a 7-year relationship ended, Anna was single for the first time in a long time. Looking for love, she joined a Russian social networking site, a place she'd never expected to meet anyone, let alone someone worth moving across the world for. She met William Hargrove. He was 26. He lived in Oregon. From the very first message, he seemed to be exactly what Anna was looking for. Will Hargrove was charismatic, charming, the kind of guy who could talk for hours and make you feel like you were the only person in the room. He was a mechanic at a local auto dealership in Bend, Oregon. He claimed to have served in the Marines. He talked about Russia constantly, how he'd once been stationed there, how he felt a connection to the country. Anna found his passion for all things Russian endearing. They started chatting almost every day, then video conferencing, then sending thousands of messages back and forth. Will was attentive, complimentary. He sent flowers from the United States to Russia. He wrote long, poetic messages about their future. One message he sent her: "You are absolutely amazing. We are going to have so much fun together." Anna responded, "Daydreaming yet?" Will wrote back, painting a picture of their future home. Snow-covered evergreens, snow on the ground, a tent hidden slightly in the trees of our clearing, a good-sized fire roaring, and you in my arms. It was the kind of thing Anna would screenshot and save, the kind of thing that makes you believe, truly believe, that someone is worth everything. Anna decided to fly to the United States to meet him in person. She'd spend the Christmas holidays with Will, just to see if their virtual love would feel the same in reality. December 2016. Anna Repkina, 26, arrived in the United States from Moscow. She had no family here, no friends, no home. Just a man she'd met online and a suitcase full of hope. Her first stop was supposed to be Portland, Oregon. Instead, she mistakenly landed in Portland, Maine, 5,000 miles away from where she was supposed to be. She posted on Facebook, laughing, "Who knows you have 2 damn Portlands?" Will wrote back, "Honestly, I didn't even know that." After the detour, she made it to Oregon. They spent a whirlwind 10 days together, driving the coast, exploring the mountains. Anna posted photos of their time together. She sent messages to her family back home. She was happy, she was in love, she was staying. At the end of the visit, Will proposed. Anna accepted. She returned to Russia with an engagement ring and a plan. Pack up her life, move to Oregon, marry the man who promised her everything. But here's what Anna didn't know. According to investigators, Will was having an affair with a woman named Michelle Chavez. They'd been involved for some time, before Anna even came to the United States. The affair didn't stop when Will proposed to Anna. It didn't stop when Anna moved to Oregon to marry him. According to prosecutors, Michelle pressured Will to end his engagement. She issued an ultimatum: choose her or lose him. And Will Hargrove, the man who'd written Anna romantic messages about snow-covered evergreens and a life together, was pulled in 2 directions. Anna Repkina had no idea. She arrived in her new home country, excited to build a life. She had no idea that the man she was going to marry was still entangled with another woman. She had no idea she was walking into a love triangle that would cost her everything. The day after Easter 2017, a caretaker was walking his dog on a remote logging road in the Alsea area, outside of Corvallis, Oregon. The road wound through thick forest, miles from the nearest town, dense trees, wet ground, the kind of place where a body can disappear before anyone notices. He came across Anna Repkina, shot once, a single shotgun blast to the back of the head. Lead detective, Lieutenant Chris Duffett, arrived at the scene. What he found was scattered trash, fast food bags, cigarette cartons, candy wrappers. Debris strewn across the damp road. We found several pieces of trash, Duffett said. At that point, we don't know what's evidence and what's not. One of those pieces would become the key. According to investigators, a KFC receipt found near Anna's body led them to Will Hargrove. The receipt was placed at the scene or left behind. Either way, it connected him to the crime. Meanwhile, Hargrove was withdrawing money from Anna's bank account, $800 in total, across multiple ATMs. He was caught on surveillance video. At one gas station, he was seen talking with employees, hugging one of them, crying that his girlfriend Anna had left him. With the money he'd taken, he made a car insurance payment. He went shopping at Walmart for Star Wars-themed Legos. He bought candy and cigars. And then he went online. Hargrove began researching time travel. He saved screenshots of web pages showing how to perform spells to travel back in time. He messaged strangers on WhatsApp, offering his soul as a reward to anyone who could help him go back in time and prevent what he called a horrible mistake his best friend made. Detectives were watching. They were recording. They were building a case. In July 2018, Hargrove was formally indicted for Anna Repkina's murder. The trial began in October 2019. According to prosecutors, the evidence painted a clear picture. The KFC receipt placed Hargrove at the crime scene. The ATM footage showed him withdrawing money from Anna's account after her death. His online behavior, researching time travel, messaging strangers, offering his soul, was presented as evidence of a guilty conscience. A desperate attempt to undo what he'd done. The love triangle was central to the case. Michelle Chavez, Will's secret girlfriend, provided motive. According to prosecutors, she'd pressured him to choose her over Anna. And Will, caught between two women, made his choice. The jury found him guilty. Hargrove was sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 25 years. But the case wasn't over. In 2023, Hargrove's conviction was overturned on appeal. The court cited a flawed search warrant and the improper collection of some evidence. The reversal was based on procedural errors, not a lack of evidence. A new trial began in April 2025. The evidence was re-examined. The love triangle was relitigated. In June 2025, Will Hargrove was reconvicted. He was resentenced to life in prison with a possibility of parole after 25 years. Anna Repkina was a 27-year-old woman who loved rock music and cats, who believed in love, who believed in the future. She left her life in Moscow, her job, her family, her cats, because she believed a man who promised her everything was worth it. She was wrong about the man, but she wasn't wrong about love. She just happened to give her trust to someone who didn't deserve it. Will Hargrove is now serving a life sentence. He'll be eligible for parole in 2050. Michelle Chavez, the woman who pressured him to choose her, was never charged. Her role in the case remains unresolved. Anna's family in Moscow never got to say goodbye. She was 5,500 miles from home when she died. She was supposed to be building a life. Instead, she became a victim of a crime that would take nearly a decade to fully resolve. The case reminds us that love can be the most dangerous place we go. When someone promises us everything, it's easy to believe them. But sometimes the person who promises you the world is the one standing in your way of getting it. Some stories deserve justice. If you have information about this case, contact local law enforcement. Subscribe and follow, because every story leaves a